What's up, guys? I'm back with a collective reading. Let's see what your finances look like. We're tapping in with the Moonology Oracle. Don't mind my little curly back there. We've got the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. All right. So nothing will come of this situation at the bottom. So yeah, you're at the end of a tough cycle here that's approaching, okay? I feel like you've put in the hard work or whatever, you felt was necessary here on your part. And I feel like you have to realize that nothing will come of this situation. So which is why they're telling you it's time to leave it. The end of a tough cycle approaches. This is done. You already know that nothing's gonna come of this. Perhaps no matter how much work you've put in and stuff like that, it seems like nothing's gonna come of this situation. So I feel like you're just gonna leave it, accept it, and move forward, which is good. So if you were dealing also with any tough cycles in regards to your finances, I feel like the end of that tough cycle is approaching here, so which is good. We've got the Seven of Swords here. Andromalius, 72, returns items and punishes thieves, reveals hidden treasures. So, this could have been, people stealing from you, things like that, lying about your finances or anything like that, hiding finances. Eight of Cups, I feel like you're walking away from that, which is why the end of this tough cycle approaches, because you know that dealing with these people or these type of energies, if this is work and they're, not paying you what they're supposed to, they're shorting you, anything like that, I feel like you're gonna realize that nothing will come of this situation. You're gonna Eight of Cups that, because this is not serving you. With the Eight of Cups, it says Vipar 42, guide of the waters, can make storms and rough seas, causes men to die in 3 days of putrid wounds. Now, I feel like this is, you're following your intuition, I feel like, with guide of the waters here. And, it looks like when you do walk away, these people are going to start experiencing storms and rough seas, even though you are coming out of this as well, okay? We've got the Five of Wands. Yeah, you're overcoming challenges here, definitely. Agarres here, number 2, teaches languages, causes earthquakes, overthrows politicians or clergymen, returns those who have run away. So again, anything that left you, I feel like is coming back to you in regards to finances. You could also be walking away from like self-sabotage, a negative way of thinking that kind of tricks you out of, your finances, or you going out and getting it. I feel like you're walking away from that. Knight of Wands, yeah, you're going towards your goals. And it says Bathin or Bathin, I don't know, 18. It says, teaches the values of herbs and stones, transports anyone suddenly from one place to another. Now, for some of you, you could be learning or teaching, about herbs or even stones and what they're good for. 414 on the countdown as I looked up. It says, transports anyone suddenly from one place to another. So again, you could even be traveling or moving away from this type of energy. Two of Swords, yeah, because there's blockages. Halfaz here, 38, builds towers and provides weapons of ammunition, sends soldiers to appointed places. Why am I getting that somebody's going to the military? Ace of Cups, yeah, that's a yes for somebody here, significant. Buer 10 teaches philosophy and the uses of herbs, heals all diseases and disorders, brings good familiars. So somebody's going to heal. 505 on the countdown. We've got the moon here. You're not seeing this, but you can feel it. Beelzebub or something like that. Beelzebub makes manifest the apparitions of demons, sets demons upon men to destroy them with vices. Be careful of any vices here. 8 of Cups here. You know how it is, guys. Like, you start making good money and then all of a sudden, you know, you start partying and things like that. Be mindful of that. The Magician, Baphomet here, gives health and financial prosperity, connects one safely with the divine. Exactly. So if you're connecting with the divine and you're manifesting and you're receiving all this good stuff, you know, all these rewards, just be careful of vices. You know, the enemy loves to destroy good things. 559 as I looked up at the countdown. King of Swords, this is what you need to be aware of. Okay. Illegals 15 reveals knowledge of forthcoming battles. Exactly. So this may be a challenge you may be experiencing. Reveals knowledge of forthcoming battles and procures the favor of lords and kings. Exactly. So you may start meeting high people, you know, hierarchy people. You may start feeling powerful, etc., etc. 626. But you know, be mindful of vices and stuff. 8 of Cups to the Magician here. We got justice. Exactly. That's the truth. And this is your clarity. You got to understand about balance, you know. What you put out is what you receive, etc., etc. Justice, Astaroth here, 29. Tell how the angels fell. Reveals exactly. I'm literally giving you information of the fallen angels here. 655 on the countdown as I looked up. Tell how the angels fell. Reveals the past, present, and future. Okay. Teaches the liberal science. And then we've got the devil. So again, I told you, the enemy loves to destroy good things. Okay. Moloch here makes one worse off than ever before. So be mindful. Guys, I'm so tired. Tricks mortals into being bound. Exactly. So don't be tricked, guys. Accepts child sacrifice. Ooh, no. Yeah. This is like, ooh, I don't even want to get into it. But this is like some Diddy shit, okay? Page of Swords. You've been told this is your message. Botis. Gives answers of past, present, and future. Reconciles friends and foes. So again, even your friends, your foes, you know, are going to be wanting to come back because of them finances. Okay? This is good stuff coming to you, but make sure you're not tempted by some BS, guys. You know how that is. 757 on the countdown. All right, that's what it is. Message. Bye, guys.